going to do is dump them on here. That was just lovely. Well, I'm actually out here to get my limit of clams, and then I want to show you how to properly clean one of them. And that's all I'll do. But while I'm out here, it's very important that I show you this method. I'm looking at the ocean, and then I'm looking at the land, and here's my truck. It's in line with the ocean to the land. Here's my clam gun. When you find a clam hole, you put the clam gun centered over the clam hole, like so. You tip it towards land, the top of the gun towards land, maybe an inch from bottom to the top, depending on the length of your clam gun and depending on if you keep running into the clams. Again, you're looking at the ocean, you're standing there looking at the ocean, you've got your hands on the clam gun, and tilt the clam gun towards you, and then start going down. One way to get these clam guns in the sand when you're after these clams is you just shake it as you go down, or you can go up and down real fast like this as you go down. You're kind of jackhammering it, jackhammering the clam gun to make it go down. So I'm here a little early. As you can see, there's a few cars here, a few cars here. What I'll do is I'll head down towards the ocean's edge, show you a sand shrimp hole, show you what other people are digging, false digging, it just happens, but they'll dig a bunch of sand shrimp before they realize they're not onto clams yet. As you're walking along, you find that right there. That's a sand shrimp. It's a volcano with a crater, and then there's a little tiny hole in the middle. Don't dig those unless you're after sand shrimp. As you're heading this way, and you're going to see a bunch of sand shrimp. There, and it's constant. Sand shrimp holes everywhere. Okay, get past these sand shrimp, and once you start not seeing sand shrimp, that's when you're going to start running into the clam holes. I don't know if you can see this on camera. I have a sand shrimp here, sand shrimp there, but a little divot. That was a baby clam, not a big one. So I'll move over here. Oh, excuse me. I got another divot right there. There we go. I'm going to dig this one for you. It's going to be a little shaky. I bet it's still small, but I want to show you. I'm doing the up and down action. Sorry for the shakiness of the clam gun, but it's the easiest way to show you. It's not much, but it's enough to not break the shell. So I got these extra layers of coats on because it is cold out. All right. So I'm gonna go to the water's edge and dig a bigger one, but I'm gonna show you. The small ones, I don't know why, but you find a lot of small ones at the end of the sand shrimp holes. So you want to go even a little farther. Okay, I'm out of my, I'm talking loud. I'm out of my, that's the truck. Right here is the other one I got, 50 to 100 feet later. I don't see any more sand shrimp. Now, let's see what I get for a clam. Might be small, it is. But I'll go that way some more. We'll get into some bigger ones. Didn't take too long. The little one was there. Little one was there. And then here, I had two next to each other. That's a nice one. And that's a nice one. Well, that's all I need to show you. But I will show you the holes. There. They're just everywhere. Well, here's my limit. Now I'll take you back to the house and show you cooking and cleaning at least one of them. There's my small one. I wanted to show you next to sand shrimp. This was the next one. And then from there they were mixed. I hit a couple of them. I hit here. I hit here and it was an angle problem. These guys were almost straight up and down with a little tiny angle, so I had to readjust. And that's why I ended up hitting them. But I don't go fast. When I feel that crunch, here's one that I hit a little. When I feel that crunch, I stop, I readjust, and I go down softly to see if I've missed them. Now that I'm back home, I can show you how to clean these. And first thing I'll do is take a couple of these clams. I'll show you two different ways of cleaning them. Easy, hard way. I already boiled some water real quick. What I'm going to do is dump them on here. That was just lovely. Well, you're going to get a laugh out of this. I just got dive bombed by a crane. Meaning he hit me good. I'm going to come around the corner and get a picture of him. There he goes. That turd bird. Okay. Now that the boiling water's in on them, you let them boil, or let the clam sit in there until the clam shell slips. They should be both slipping. And then instantly you take them out, you put them in cold water, just like so. Now I was just hit by a blue heron that flew over me. All the white dots all over the place. I'm going to clean up this table and all this in the back of my neck, and yeah, I got hit pretty good. So I'll get back to you when I clean up and get ready to show you this again. I got to sanitize everything because it's all full of poop. As you can see, I'd already put everything in the house so I can finish cleaning. When I was dive bombed by that bird, I was in the middle of showing you, put the boiling water in with the clams, and actually on the stove I'm actually boiling water and I'm dipping them in clams. It takes about 15 seconds. The clams will pop open, and then the shell you can grab with the tongs, and the shell should slip right off, and that's when they're done. And then instantly put them into cold water so they can cool off quick. You don't need to keep cooking them. Now, where were we? Anyway, I'm going to take these clams, put them out here on this table again now that I've cleaned up everything. I'm going to show you a way that I was taught a long time ago. Here, I'm going to tip this down. I'm going to show you a way I was taught a long time ago. Cut the neck off, cut next to the upper muscle by the neck. You pull the tail from underneath and you split it around, and then you pinch by the muscle. There's a muscle right there. You pinch it to separate the tail. You take the knife and you slice the knife right up the neck, and that's the siphon, and you just split it open. Then you take and scrape the gills. There's some gills right there, the gills right there, and then next to this muscle is actually where they finish going to the bathroom, and it goes out that siphon hole. So you're getting rid of the rest of the intestine there. Now this is clean, ready to be rinsed. So you got yourself a nice clean clam. On the body, same thing with the knife. You slice there. Some people do a little more saving of the meat, but I use that for crab bait, so it's not a big deal. You slice the tail in half. You scrape the intestines are in here too. The little bits of intestinal tracts go inside the tail or the digger, and you scrape that out and you rinse it. Now, see how long it took me to do all that? Now I'm going to show you the way I do it with scissors. I showed this on a video last year. I'm just doing a recoup. I snip the tip of the neck off. I slice up next to the neck, set the scissors down. Again, I pull that through. I pinch it. I pull it over. You can take the knife, get rid of the gills, and then again you're grabbing the intestine, the last part of the intestine, and pulling it out. And sometimes the muscle will pop off too. After that's done, scissors again, snip, snip, and then I can use the scissors and I just scrape with it in my hand. I can do that, or do it on the table. If you don't have the knife with you, you could just use the scissors like so. But it's pretty simple. Scissors are pretty handy. You get a lot of sand on the scissors, so you got to rinse them in fresh water. But besides being hit by that bird, which I heard something coming because my roof of my house is here, and I heard something hit the roof just before it hit me as I was talking. So it'll be interesting to see if I hear that on the video. Anyway, the rest of this can be used as crab bait. I did not measure these, but they're around 5 1/4. And the smallest one, of course, that I showed you when I first got there, and a lot of people start digging small ones first because they're in a hurry, is probably about 3 1/2 inches. If you like this video, please press like. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd ask that you do. And I'm taking one for the team, as you can see. It's all over the back of my window. Tell a friend, let them know about my channel and what I'm doing. This year I've met my goal, and it's just going up and up and up. So I appreciate you. Thank you for watching.